I remember like it was yesterday. My start as a motivational speaker, I can remember it like it was yesterday, and it was not pretty. I'll tell you the story here in a second. If you have an interest in becoming a motivational speaker or a speaker of any type, at the end, I'll talk about a program that you may be interested in. But I'll tell you what, man, it's not an easy gig. Just like anything else as an entrepreneur, if you want to be good at it, you got to put in a hell of a lot of time. I'm going to tell you the story in a second here. Hey, you're tuned in to David Essel's Daily Video Boost. It's a free video subscription. All you have to do is go to talkdavid.com and sign up for David Essel's Daily Video Boost, and you'll get 5 videos every Monday through Friday, about 3 minutes long or so, to give you ideas and thoughts on how to improve your life, how to go to the next level. Take notes. Do not trust this. Take notes. Okay, here we go. So I remember it like it was yesterday. It was around 1985. I had, maybe before that, 1984, I had spoken at several events and people had said I was a really good speaker, and I appreciated that very much. And then I went to work for a mentor of mine, Richard Gerson. And Richard said to me when I first came in, and he said, hey, you know, besides working in this glorious spa that we're working in and all the health and fitness stuff you're doing, where do you want to see your life go? Like, if you could create the life of your dreams, what would it be? And I said, oh my God, I want to be one of the top motivational speakers in the world. And he looked at me, he goes, do you really? I go, yeah. He goes, I can help you. I said, awesome. He said, the first thing to do is go back and get your master's degree, which blew my mind, right? I'm sitting there thinking, okay, let me take a course, let me do something. And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, honestly, he said, the people that are most respected as motivational speakers have advanced degrees. Unless you have an incredible life story, like you were born without arms and legs and you became a multimillionaire, or unless you have something like just an incredible story. I'm talking about Nick Vujicic there. But if you have an incredible story, you know, then you could get away without having advanced degrees, advanced education. But he said, you know, it's not like that you don't have good stories and you're not smart, or you are smart, but he said, you need more. So I went back to school, got my master's degree, sports psychology, and started working with athletes. And then when I was done with it, Richard said, okay, now you're ready to go become a motivational speaker. I said, awesome. And he said, I want you to speak for 100 to 200 times every year for free. I said, what? He goes, yeah. He said, look, you're on my watch. You're my mentee. If you're going to become one of the top motivational speakers in the world, you need a hell of a lot of practice. Do not accept a penny from now on until you and I have a chance to speak. I have a chance to review your work and then set you out there to start charging. At first, I couldn't understand it. Like, why would he make me do that, right? Like, why would he make me speak 100 to 200 times in a year? But he was smarter than I thought. And so I did. And I went out and spoke. I spoke at, oh my God, Rotary clubs, Lions clubs, Aunt Betty's knitting club. It didn't matter. I was going to do whatever it took to become a great motivational speaker. And then I got my first paid gig, and Richard cleared it, right? I said, hey, I got a chance to speak in Atlanta at this place. And he was going to be at the same conference. And he goes, great, I'll meet you there. And he came into the room. And my first professional presentation was to a fitness organization convention called AFA, AFAA, Aerobic and Fitness Association of America. And I spoke on men in fitness, men in aerobics, men in group exercise classes. The room was packed. The people went nuts. I spoke for an hour and a half, standing ovation. People are throwing crap in the air. Afterwards, there's this huge line that formed, and I'm signing autographs and talking to people. And I get to the back, and the room finally clears out. It's like 2.5 hours later now. Richard's sitting in the back of the room, and I came back all excited. I said, Richard, look at what happened. I kicked butt. I can't believe it. It was like phenomenal. And he said, you did a pretty good job. I said, pretty good job. What do you mean? And he turned over this piece of paper, and you know the lines like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm talking about, right? There was 120 marks on the page. And I said, what's that? He said, that's the amount of times you said the word I go, but Richard, did you see the response? Like, they were clamoring for me. They were asking for autographs, asking questions. He said, yes, you can get away with it to that audience one time. But if that audience comes back and sees you again, even on a different topic, and you don't correct the way you speak, they're not going to come back a third, fourth, and fifth time. David, this is serious stuff. And he was right. And so we went through my whole presentation, and we looked at all the ways that I was, getting people excited. And the other thing he said to me is, you aren't even breathing when you speak. And this is true. I was so fired up, so filled with adrenaline, that I wasn't taking a pause. I was barely pausing to take a sip of water. I'm just like 90 miles an hour to the wall for an hour and a half. And he said, and that they will accept the first time. But if you don't learn how to modulate your speaking, speak slower, lower, faster, louder. He said, you got to get a feel for this. And he was right on all counts. I went back to speaking for free for about another maybe 15 or 20 events. And then from that point on, I think it was 86 on, I've been charging as a motivational speaker all over the world. For a number of years, about 6 years, I traveled 42 weeks a year as a speaker. And it has been an outrageously powerful, positive experience on every front you can imagine. If you have an interest to become a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, spiritual speaker, business speaker, whatever it might be, we have a course on speaking that you can take from anywhere in the world one-on-one with me at our website, talkdavid.com. It's a speaking, communication, and a public speaking certification class. You will love it. I'll take you hand by hand. We'll kick butt together, and you will become secure. You can make a great income doing it. Everything is at talkdavid.com. And when you go there to check out the speaking course, go ahead and send us an email saying you watched this video, and my team will take $200 off the course of a cost of that course or any course at talkdavid.com. Don't give up on your dreams. Get the training. Go to the wall. Have a blast. Your dreams can be achieved. I'm David Essel. Have a great day.